So let me tell you another story that will blow your mind.
Yes.
So again, we're working in refineries, we're working in auto plants, just anything at all, right? And we were this is part of the time when we were still getting rid of the turnover. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
And my COO said, Clark, there's some very, very profitable work out there that we're not getting hold of. And the number one reason is the technicians are not, and this is back pagers days. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. But this is
Yeah.
back in the 90s. But
Oh,
that's how you did
pager.
it back then.
Pager
Yeah.
days.
Pager. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they were not answering their pages. Now they may
Right.
want to change that around and set cell phones so it's not doesn't sound too dated. But that's how they would do it now. That's how they
Yeah.
do it now.
Yeah.
And
That's great.
so and then the other thing is that so I went to my technicians, and of course by that time I had gotten their respect.
Hmm.
They, a bunch of them owed me and all that kind of thing. And so I was going
Nice.
out to them and I'm saying, okay, guys, on this particular type of work, why? Let me back up a little bit.
Yep.
The refineries, they work between 6 and 3. You have to
Okay.
be out of the refinery by 3 so that the managers within the unit managers can do all their paperwork before they have to go home. Okay.
Gotcha. Hmm.
So what would happen though, so all the main work is being done at that time. And then what ends up happening is that if you have to work in the afternoon, going up to like 6 p.m., then the rate goes up a little bit because
Okay.
they're used to, okay, that makes sense, right?
Mm,
And
yeah.
then if you do it on the weekends, the rate goes up again.
Sure.
And if you have to do it on Sunday, it goes up again. You do it on the
Hmm.
holidays, the rate goes through the roof.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So I'm going to the employees saying, okay, guys, why aren't you answering your pages on this? This is really good work. We could grab hold of a whole bunch of work.
Uh-huh.
And they were giving me BS answers. And see,
Right.
this is another major thing that I bring to the table is I've got a pretty good BS detector. And HR people, unfortunately, a lot of times they'll just take whatever they're told. Oh,
Yes.
everybody's leaving because of money. Well, I've never found money, the actual dollars, to be the root cause.
Okay.
It's always things like, why am I not getting more money after I
Yeah.
finish all that training? Things like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's not the actual dollar, or they're being treated like, being treated badly by their supervisor or whatnot.
Sure.
So I'm getting these BS answers, and I went to a guy named Donnie, and he was one of my guys who owed me.
Hmm.
And I took him into my office and I said, "Okay, Donnie, you guys are BSing me. I know you are. What's really going on?" And he said, "Clark, we know how much money you guys are going to make on this deal, and you're
Hmm.
asking us to go out and make you guys a whole lot of money on our weekends and our holidays, and you're asking us to leave the Thanksgiving dinner
Hmm.
table to make you guys a whole bunch of money."
Hmm.
And immediately the answer was they just want their fair share.
Yep.
So if the rate that we're being paid is going up, then they basically want. So I went back to my COO and I said, okay, Ken, if I could get you 80% of this work, but you had to give up 20% of it, would you do that deal? Yeah. In
Yeah.
a heartbeat, in a
Yeah.
heartbeat.
Yeah.
And so I said, give me a day or two. I'm going to bring you something. And all we did was we just structured up their increase in pay based on what we were being paid. Okay.
Nice.
So what ended up happening, their pay just went through the roof. Okay.
Mm.
We ended up picking up literally the last number I heard was that we had picked up about $100 million of work on
Wow.
now this was like 5 years after we started it because it took us some time to really get hold of it all. But
Yeah.
he ended up we got $100 million of revenue, and this was highly profitable work. Okay.
Right.
So